some people don't know that there are books and audios that you can listen to and read and learn how to connect with your teen, how to, last week, give them space. Because there's times where they do need that space and they start closing their door and all of a sudden you're like, what are you doing? Why are you being so sneaky? What are you hiding? Yeah. Right? I remember that was the first thought that came
when they
to
start
my
closing
head.
The door. Yeah.
And, in the book Untangled that we're listening to, she says that all it is they're doing the same thing most of the time. Yeah. Okay. They're doing the same thing just with their door closed. And she shares a story about this father who noticed that his daughter started to close the door, and he took it. He was like, okay, what's up? What's going on?
There's something in there.
Yes. And the first chance he got, he started going through her drawers. He started going through her room and found this little box that had a lock. Yeah. And he ended up prying it open, and all it was her diary. And then the diary, it was just things that she was going through.
Yeah, there wasn't anything bad in it.
Right. If
but he had violated his daughter's privacy.
Right. And so it's like we need to hold back and really just step back and pay closer attention to what the kids are going through, because sometimes they could be getting into stuff.
So how do you feel about the diary? Because I was reading, I was listening to that book, and she lets you read parts of her diary and stuff like that. I was listening to that book, and I could see parents going through their kids' stuff and looking for the diary and finding the diary and reading the diary and seeing what's up, and oh my God, they're doing this, they're doing this. But when I was listening to it, and like I know her, I don't want to do that. It's like it is a violation of privacy.
It's a journal. It's a journal of things that happened to her. It's personal, because some of the stuff she may be embarrassed about. Maybe she was being made fun of at school or whatever it may be. Maybe it's how she's feeling while she's going through that time of the month. And that stuff to her is very personal.
Things that you're very emotional about, things that you think about that you don't tell anybody else.
Yes.
For somebody to go through and read that.
And I think that it's I think it's very important for the kids to journal.
When I was listening to that in that book, like I kind of got the feeling like, it's kind of hard to say, because if things got out of hand and we were having like serious problems,
right?
I don't know, then maybe we do have to. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, and that's the thing that you.
But like I when I was listening to it, I just kind of had the feeling like I don't ever want to have to do that.
Right.
Like I don't want to invade her privacy like that.
Yes. It's kind of like,
just as a decent person.
Right. And it's kind of like when you're in a relationship, right? Like all this comes together when you start to understand, the kids are just little adults, and it's like almost having that insecurity with your significant other, going through their phones.
Yeah.
And just that trust, the trust has to be there. And as long as she hasn't given us a reason to distrust her, we need to give her the space that she needs.
We've said this before. Treat her as she is.
Right. And
not like everybody else.
And to recognize, signs, just being aware, being present, and taking time away from your work, parents, or, your business, whatever it may be, and just having time to talk to the kids.